The Fairchild Republic A-10 Thunderbolt II is a single-seat twin-turbofan, straight-wing subsonic attack aircraft developed by Fairchild Republic for the United States Air Force, USAF. In service since 1976, it is named for the Republic P-47 Thunderbolt, a World War II-era fighter bomber effective at attacking ground targets, but commonly referred to as the Warthog. The A-10 was designed to provide close air support (CAS) to friendly ground troops by attacking armored vehicles, tanks, and other enemy ground forces. It is the only production-built aircraft designed solely for CAS to have served with the U.S. Air Force. Its secondary mission is to direct other aircraft in attacks on ground targets, a role called Forward Air Controller Airborne. Aircraft used primarily in this role are designated A-10. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at this plane and see exactly what it's capable of. A-10 Thunderbolt II time-defying fighter. The development of the A-10 Thunderbolt II arose from the need of the U.S. Air Force for an aircraft that would provide air support for ground forces. During the Vietnam War, it became obvious that the Douglas A-1 Skyraider attack aircraft, which was developed in the second half of the 1940s, although proved its effectiveness, had many shortcomings and high vulnerability, even for small arms. This aircraft was clearly outdated and needed immediate replacement. In September 1966, the USAF decided to begin development of a new attack aircraft, and within months the AX program was officially launched. More than 20 representatives of the arms industry received an offer to participate in the development, but only in 1970 more precise criteria were established for the capabilities of this aircraft project. The most important element of the design should have been an installation of a 30mm rotating barrel. The aircraft was supposed to have a range of 460 kilometers, a maximum speed of 740 kilometers per hour, and carry an external load of more than 7,000 kilograms. With these criteria in mind, the U.S. Air Force narrowed the list of potential manufacturers to two candidates: Fairchild Republic and Northrop Corporation. Both companies were tasked with the production of prototypes in order to choose a winner after appropriate tests. Finally, in January 1973, the U.S. Air Force settled on the Fairchild Republic model, which received the official designation A-10 Thunderbolt II. Warthog deliveries to various units of the Air Force began in 1976, and in October 1977, it was officially adopted by the United States Air Force. Production of the A-10 Warthog lasted until 1984, with a total of 715 units produced. It is worth noting that since its appearance, this aircraft has been operated exclusively by the U.S. Air Force. Not only was it prohibited from being attached to any other branch of the U.S. military, but it was also prohibited from being sold to international customers. It should be said that more than 367 A-10 Thunderbolt II aircraft of two modifications are currently in service at the U.S. Air Force. In June 2007, Boeing received a $2 billion contract for the A-10 Thunderbolt II wing replacement program. Boeing delivered 242 sets of replacement wings in 2018. Also in September 2009, the U.S. Air Force signed two $4.2 million contracts with Boeing to upgrade its fleet of 365 A-10 Thunderbolt II aircraft over a period of 3 to 18 months. The contract was signed as part of the A-10 Thunderbolt II lifecycle modernization program, with a total cost of $1.6 billion. In August 2019, Boeing received a $999 million contract from the U.S. Air Force to perform maintenance work on the A-10 Thunderbolt II aircraft. The 11-year contract provided for the production of 112 new wing assemblies and 15 wing kits. These two contracts relate to the structural integrity program for the A-10 Thunderbolt II aircraft. It included the provision of engineering services for the aircraft and the upgraded data transmission unit, as well as analysis of commercial studies. Both contracts aim to upgrade the aircraft's avionics to improve memory and data capabilities. That is, the A-10 Thunderbolt II is constantly undergoing modernization, improvement of avionics, and weapons. A-10 Thunderbolt II design. The A-10 Thunderbolt II has excellent maneuverability at low speeds and altitudes thanks to its large wing area, low wing angle and large ailerons. The wing design also allows for short takeoffs and landings, making it possible to use primitive airfields near the front line. The aircraft can stay in the air for a long period and operate at an altitude of 300 meters with a visibility of up to 2.4 kilometers. The aircraft typically has a relatively low speed of around 560 kilometers per hour, making it more suitable for ground attack than fast fighter bombers, which often have difficulty targeting small and slow targets. The panel construction of the leading edge of the wing has a honeycomb structure that provides strength at a minimum weight. Similar panels cover the flaps, elevators and keel sections. Combat experience has shown that this type of panels is more resistant to damage. The ailerons are located at the far ends of the wings to increase rolling moment and have two distinctive features. The ailerons themselves cover almost half of the wingspan, providing improved control even at low speeds. They are split and also act as air brakes. Maintenance, refueling and rearming of the A-10 Thunderbolt II requires minimal equipment. Its simple design allows for maintenance on bases with limited capabilities. An unusual feature is that many parts of the aircraft are interchangeable between the left and right sides, including the engines, main landing gear and vertical stabilizers. A strong landing gear, low-pressure tires and large straight wings allow takeoff from short rough strips, even with heavy weapons, allowing the aircraft to fly from damaged air bases, take off from taxiways or even straight stretches of highway. The front landing gear is shifted to the right, which allows you to place the barrel of the 30mm gun along the axis of the aircraft. The main landing gear wheels partially protrude from the nacelles when retracted, which facilitates landing control on the belly of the gear without damaging the hull. All landing gear struts retract forward if hydraulic power is lost. A combination of gravity and aerodynamic drag can lower and lock the gear in place. The A-10 Thunderbolt II is exceptionally durable, capable of withstanding direct hits from armor-piercing and high-explosive projectiles of up to 23mm caliber. It has a dual redundant hydraulic flight system and a mechanical system as a backup in case of loss of hydraulic power. In flight without hydraulic power, a manual reverse control system is used. Pitch and roll control is activated automatically. Roll control is selected by the pilot. In manual control mode, the A-10 Thunderbolt II is maneuverable enough to return to base, although it requires more control effort than usual. Amazingly, the plane is designed so that it can fly with one engine, half of the tail, one elevator and half of the wing missing. Cockpit of the A-10 Thunderbolt II. The single-seater cockpit and flight control panel are protected by 540 kilograms of titanium armor, a so-called titanium bathtub up to 3.8 centimeters thick to protect the pilot. This armor was tested for its ability to withstand the impact of 23mm guns and even in some cases 57mm shells. Armor makes up almost 6% of the weight of an empty aircraft. The cockpit has a large bulletproof canopy that provides a good all-round view. The cockpit is also equipped with a head-up display used for aiming and pointing weapons. They have quick secure radio communication system, inertial navigation, and the tactical air navigation system, taken. Lockheed Martin has begun delivery of 21 U.S. Air Force A-10 aircraft with embedded GPS EGI navigation system, which determines the precise location of the aircraft. The planes are also equipped with BAE Systems terrain profile matching systems, TERPRM. The pilot is equipped with night vision goggles and a Maverick AGM-65 infrared display. The unusual weaponry of the A-10 Thunderbolt II. The plane has 11 pylons, which provide an external load capacity of 7,260 kilograms. There are 3 pylons under the fuselage, and the loads can be distributed between the central or 2 flank fuselage pylons. The aircraft can be equipped with a PAVE-Penny laser guidance electronic support, a platform mounted on the starboard fuselage pylon. Each wing carries 4 pylons, 3 outer and 1 inner, along with the wheel fairing. The A-10 Thunderbolt II can carry up to 10 Maverick air-to-surface missiles. The Raytheon Maverick AGM-65 missile uses a variety of guidance systems, including infrared guidance and 57 kilograms high-penetrating cone-shaped warheads. The range is more than 45 kilometers. The A-10 Thunderbolt II can also carry the Sidewinder air-to-air missile, which is a short-range missile with a maximum speed of over Mach 2. This powerful attack aircraft is capable of using a wide range of munitions, such as the 226 kg LDGP Mk-82 general-purpose bombs, the Blue 1 and Blue 27B Rockeye 2 cluster bombs, and the CBU-52 71st cluster bomb unit. The Northrop Grumman Lightninger extended range sight pot has been successfully integrated on the A-10 Thunderbolt II. The Lightninger is equipped with a 640x512 pixel thermal imager (CCD-TV), laser tracking rangefinder, IR marker and laser pointer. The aircraft is armed with a powerful 30mm General Dynamics GAU-8A Avenger cannon installed in the nose of the aircraft. With the gun, the attack aircraft is capable of disabling a main battle tank with an effective range of 4,000 feet, 1,220 meters, with a maximum range of over 12,000 feet, 3,660 meters. The gun can fire a variety of ammunition, including armor-piercing incendiary (API) projectiles up to 0.75 kilograms or depleted uranium projectiles of 0.43 kilograms API. A-10 Thunderbolt II engines. The legendary attack aircraft is adapted for flights from unprepared airstrips with a high risk of damage to the engines by foreign objects. The unusual location of the General Electric TF-34 GE-100 engines allows them to operate while the aircraft is being serviced and re-equipped by ground crews, reducing turnaround time. The engine's high twin loop ratio, 6:1, contributes to a relatively small infrared signature, and their location directs the exhaust gases over the tail, further protecting them from detection by infrared surface-to-air missiles. The engine exhaust nozzles are angled 9 degrees below the horizon to eliminate the nose-down moment that would otherwise be created if mounted above the aircraft's center of gravity.